Hey guys, today we are talking about a rich man, who was well blessed by God. But this time round, God blessed him so abundantly, or he acquired so much wealth. And he said to himself, my friend, I have acquired so much wealth and my barns are full. So where I have been keeping all my goods, they are full. And there is more harvest. So what will I do? I will tear down the barns that I have, build bigger ones and better ones, so that I may eat and drink and remarry for years to come, because I have more than enough. But God called him a fool, because his soul was needed that night. So that means God is the one who gives you power to make wealth. That means the brother that you have, it is by God's grace. You are just a steward here on earth. One thing you have to understand is that you own nothing. This world is of the Lord's, and whatever is in it belongs to the King of all kings. One thing you have to understand, if you were born in the time before 2020, you can say that for sure money cannot save, because in the time of Corona, I never thought that a cold which is on steroids can make us so scared even to move, to get out of the house. It was a small thing. I never knew that breathing is important than anything else. The people who had money and who died, their families testified, and they said that the money stayed at home as they watched their family ones or their loved ones die. So that means money cannot save, but safety comes from the King of all kings, or safety comes from the Most High God. So we shall look about this rich man. That's why I'm telling you, you are a steward. Whatever God has given you, you are a steward you are a manager of those things. Your family, your children, you are a steward. You come here alone, and you shall live alone with nothing. The Bible says that a man, he is like grass. He is born, he grows for a short while, then he withers away, not to be remembered anymore. So, dear friend, even as you walk in life, remember, be humble. Be humble, because you come with nothing and you live with nothing. This is what the Bible says in the book of Luke 12 from verse 16, and it says that Jesus spoke this parable to them, and he said that the ground of a certain rich man yielded plentifully, or it gave out so much plenty. And he thought to himself, saying, what shall I do, since I have no room to store my crops? So this guy has been, it's plentiful in his house. He is super blessed. His harvest, he has been working hard. He has toiled all way long. His barns are full, and he was still toiling, he was still hustling. So this is what he says. So he said, I will do this. Let's go back up there so that we can see what is happening. And he thought to himself, saying, what shall I do, since I have no room to store my crops? So he said, I will do this. I pull down my barns and build greater ones, and there I will store all my crops and my goods, and I will say to my soul, so you have many goods laid upon for many years. Take your ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, for this night your soul will be required of you. Then whose will those things be which you have provided? So is he who lays treasures for himself and is not rich towards God. My friend, God is asking. This guy had labored, he had toiled. It doesn't say that he had children. It doesn't say that he had family that he would have left these things with. Maybe if he had family, or who knows, were they wise enough to take care of these things? This was in the book of Ecclesiastes. This is what Solomon was trying to say. That one thing that you should do is to eat and live good. Because you don't know who you shall leave your things for. You don't know if they shall be wise or if they shall be a fool. For the things you have toiled for so many years, they shall come and waste them. So what you are supposed to do is you should eat your lot and enjoy life. Because God, He has made you a steward. If you are a steward, you are not an owner. God, He is the one who owns everything. That's why even if you have a family member, even if you have children, when it's their time to come out of this world, because you are just a steward, you cannot do nothing about it. If they are dying, you shall watch them die. You cannot bribe anybody. You cannot beg anybody. Doesn't matter how much money you have, you cannot do anything. You are just but a steward in everything that God has given unto you. That's why God is trying to tell you, even if you are blessed materially, however you are blessed, make sure you are giving glory unto the King of all kings. Don't be like this rich man who, instead of using his position to glorify God, he takes down all his barns that he had. They were full. His garden also, he harvested more plenty. But when he chose to sit down and relax, that's when his time ended. So that's a question that you are supposed to ask yourself. Are you working hard? Are you having time for the Maker, for the King of all kings? Or are you just working hard so that you can fill up your barns? You have been working so hard. You have been buying so many properties, many things. Still, they are not getting enough. Why are they not getting enough? Because in this life, you'll never be satisfied. You get 1 acre, you want 20. You get 20 acres, you want 30 acres. But this is the time to serve the King of all kings. When you have strength, or when you are well up, when you can go out and breathe in and breathe out. When you are strong, is the time to serve the King of all kings. The Bible says that remember God in your youth. So, dear friend, however you are, make sure you are giving glory unto the King of all kings. Don't rely on material things. They come and they go. But God, He remains to be supreme and reigning all the way out. May God bless you. May He strengthen you. You are not going under, but you are going up. The only way that you can go up is only by pride. But if you are humble, God will still always lift you up. May God bless you. You are blessed. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.